Welcome to Proceeding Boldly's current series, where we give a behind-the-scenes look at what's involved in the USF football weekends. This is the Inside View. So the USF Bulls wrestled against the Memphis Tigers, and it was a fun one. As far as the morning goes, things were proceeding normally. COVID testing, sanitation baggies, breakfast, but that didn't last long. Okay, are you ready to tell the Proceeding Boldly viewers?
Yes. Marley, come on, let's pay attention. All right, so about at 3 a.m. last night, the horrible apartment complex of IQ decided it was okay to tow me. But basically, got back from old Lumpy's house, but forgot that the guest parking was on the 6th floor, parked on the 3rd floor. Went to go leave this morning to go get tested, and bam, car was not there anymore. So now, me, Marley, Liz, Spencer are on the way to get the lovely Ford Fusion.
Yeah, take your dog in with you and then see how tough you look. I'm going in with you.
Property? IQ. Ford Fusion.
Blue?
Blue.
2017?
Yeah, is there like a, what's the whole thing? I just stopped in. That don't really matter?
To the parking visitors.
Well, so what do you do if the visitor's full? Then what do you do?
You can park there.
You can't park it? Guess you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
I don't do it. I just sit in the office and collect money through these cars.
Yeah, okay. Well, how much is it gonna be?
140.
140? Okay. So right here. Thank you.
There it is, sitting right there for you. Nice and pretty. Oh, who is sitting here?
No clue.
Maybe the tow truck guy, huh?
You better not have been.
What kind of a place was that anyway? A little trailer with like a fence with a bunch of old cars? They're obviously doing good business though. They got 90% of USF. Hey guys, just popping in real quick to let you know that Kenny has an insatiable caffeine addiction that gets worse and worse every week. He's up to 3 drinks a day now. It's bad. You gotta take care of this.
No,
You have a serious problem.
It's a good issue.
It's a serious problem.
It's better to be addicted to caffeine than
If
be
you
addicted
can't go
to cocaine.
an hour in the morning without having caffeine,
Oh, this is so good.
and you know we're already gonna make a Dunkin' run this afternoon. You
Yeah.
know you're gonna get caffeine then.
But I have to have a certain amount of caffeine or I won't feel good for the day.
Yeah. That's
And
called
that-
unhealthy addiction.
That might be a problem.
Yes. Well, our beloved Dunkin' run turned into a Starbucks run. Before that, we had to make a pub sub run. It might be about time to cut down on the runs at this point, especially since Kenny can never get us a discount.
What's up?
Proceeding Boldly viewers? The Proceeding Boldly viewers!
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Ian skipped subs and went straight for the donuts. I guess he's not worried about that 205 weight goal until after the season. Bye, Rosa! And after Kenny pounded a few hundred more milligrams of caffeine into his system via a venti peppermint mocha coffee with extra whipped cream and extra chocolate shavings, it was time to hit the road. Roll the travel collage. Hello, Memphis. USF has a history of success in the city. Last year, Sophie and the Lady Bulls won the AAC Conference Tournament and went on to make it all the way to the Sweet 16. I'm pretty jealous of Sophie's ring, but hopefully I'll have the chance to get one someday. So as we rode over the gentle hills on a beautiful November day, with the trees in full grandeur, we were definitely feeling some victory vibes. We had a normal evening at the hotel, but Ian and I still haven't mastered the art of eating in our room.
What are you doing? Making it easier to dip my grilled cheese on my plate.
This is what they teach you in engineering school?
Absolutely.
Good?
12 seconds later.
What'd you do?
Splash on.
No! Not again!
Round 3.
And after a peaceful evening of watching football, it was time to say goodnight to Memphis. Good morning, game day! Okay, Kenny has been wanting to do that ever since I started putting these videos out. Speaking of Kenny, the caffeine addiction was raging strong as ever at 7 a.m.
I drink one Red Bull before every game, and this hotel only had Monster, and that's not a good thing. Like, who likes Monster over Red Bull?
I don't even know what the heck this radioactive caffeinated substance is, but it smelled like cat food. Can you give it a taste verdict?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get my shake in. Tastes a lot better than the cat food that
Really? It's about time to head to the stadium, but first, let me talk about this guy real quick. This is Will Gilchrist, our special teams analyst. He played college football at the University of Memphis, but this time, he's on our side. You will not find a better coach, family man, and follower of Christ out there. He makes us better every day, and we are so blessed to have him by our side. Coach Gilchrist is the real deal. He also looks like Ron Baker. Onwards to the stadium.
Start off poor with plans to all.
And the attitude going into this game was one of determination. Memphis did win the conference last year, but they've had some tough games recently, so we knew we had a good shot. Plus, we feel like we've come a long way with our team culture and everyone has been working together well. Obviously, our record is disappointing, but I don't know if the fight that we put up is always reflected in the scoreline. So we attacked this game with a great energy, but before we get into the details, let's take a quick look at the fam cam. My grandparents and my cousin Matthew were able to make it to this one, and they had to pick out some Memphis barbecue on the way to the game. So after they made friends with the manager, because my grandma can make friends with absolutely anyone, they chowed down. I can't tell if this is love or fear in Papa's eyes. From there, they were off to the stadium to witness an electrifying game and become my personal good luck charms, apparently. And so it begins, the Bulls versus the Tigers. Right away, as I get ready to kick the ball off, we can tell this is ESPN+. Not quite the same screen time that I got against Notre Dame, slight difference in production quality, but it's all good. As we see a comparison between the shots here. Little sky kick into the sun over there to start us off. We did that in hopes that we would recover the ball similarly to how we did against Temple, but it was not to be today. Thankfully, our defense held strong though, and after a short offensive drive, I was placed out there to kick a 49-yard field goal. And I didn't know that until the night before, but I guess that was a good thing because I went out there calm and relaxed and crushed this one. Really good op all the way around, and my favorite part about this play was just how excited my teammates were. They were so happy. That just meant a lot to me to see them all fired up like that, and a really, really good way to start off the game. And before I knew it, I was out there again. This one from either 46 or 47, going the opposite direction, and once again, just a nice smooth operation all the way around, hit it straight down the middle, and grateful that I was able to tie the game up for us.
And our kickers have shined today.
So we're tied at 6, and the announcers decide that they are going to have a little awkward conversation about the age of the coaches.
Ryan Silverfield officially became a man back in August, turned 40 years old. I believe that's the standard.
Oh boy, I guess so.
Okay, moving on from that, and guess what? Dae Dae gets his third interception of the year. This one he completes by running it back for the pick 6. And wow, I could not be more excited to see Dae Dae performing like this. He's so talented, he really deserves the success that he's had so far this season, and I cannot wait to see the type of player that he develops into.
That's his third straight game picking off the opposing QB, and this time he takes it all the way.
And how about this play coming pretty much right after Dae Dae's interception? Kelly Joyner getting to show off his speed on this really good play design and making it all the way down the field for the touchdown. And to this point, we had been playing really well in all three phases of the game, offense, defense, and special teams, and so our focus was on continuing to keep that momentum alive and just not letting up on the gas. As demonstrated right here on our third touchdown of the game, this one hauled in by our tight end, Mitchell Brinkman.
Touchdown. Second touchdown toss today for Noah Johnson.
We enter halftime, having played a great game so far and performing really well on both sides of the ball. Now it's just about carrying that energy into the second half. Okay, time for a halftime history lesson. Memphis plays in the Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium, which has a really cool shape and has had many famous games played there. They used to have a live tiger named Tom III as their mascot, but he passed away, so I'm sure that we'll be seeing Tom IV come along shortly. And I'll be honest, once I figured out they had a live tiger, I decided to focus solely on the history of all the Toms and did not research too much else about the university. The first tiger, just Tom, was purchased for $1,500 by the Boosters. They placed him in a dog kennel and they flew him to Memphis in 1972. Pretty sure that that's not legal nowadays. And then during his first few months in Memphis, they literally housed him in one of the Boosters' garages. And then they moved him to the Memphis Zoo later. And then so when Tom II came along, his facility was maintained by the Highland Tiger Guard, and they upgraded from the garage to actually nice facility. And he was a good cat. He lived 17 years, which is really long, and then that was when Tom III was hired. And so yeah, that's my history lesson. If you want to know anything about the actual university, just Wikipedia it, I guess. Alrighty, let's hop back into the game, and we will start by acknowledging that this referee almost called us UCF. That's a sensitive subject because we don't like UCF.
After further review, you're going to get that yardage back. First touch, the USF player at the 41-yard line.
Next play, and the entire third quarter was a battle, but we finally worked ourselves into some really good field position. And check out this one-handed grab by OD. Yeah, he is the one that I told you to keep your eyes on a couple inside views ago. Dang. So I get called out here for my third field goal try of the game, this one from 41 yards, and I'm just thinking to myself, do the same thing that you did on the first two. Just stay smooth, watch your contact point, and get your leg through the ball. And that's what happens when you're able to control your thoughts. Easier said than done, but I am getting better and better.
3 for 3 today is Shrader.
And how about our protection unit up front? This is our friend Lumpy just clearing the way so that we can get the most out of this play. And wow, he sure did get the pancake on this one. I know I wouldn't want a 310-pound man with surprising athleticism somersault straight over me. Good stuff, Lump. I thought this was a really smart heads-up play by Trent in the fourth quarter. We line up for a pooch punt, and they don't bring a rush, and he notices it, and takes a step, and takes a step. And honestly, at this point, I thought he was just going to take off and run. I got kind of scared. But he didn't. He hits a perfect punt to the 4-yard line, and we're able to pin him deep on an important play. Best part about it, they actually got his name right. It's interesting reflecting back on this tape because at the time, I was kind of just in the moment. I was just out there performing my best. And so when it was time to step up and make this fourth kick and kind of a big moment of the game, I just felt the same that I had felt throughout the last three. My guys on the field goal unit were performing so well. I had complete confidence in them that they were going to do their job and that we were going to execute as a whole. And it made it a lot easier for me to just step up there and drill this fourth kick. And I ended up going 4 for 4 over 40 and had a pretty special game.
Oh, that's beautiful. Of course you did.
The toughest part of this weekend was obviously not being able to secure the win, but the way the coaching staff and players handled the loss was a testimony to their strength and resilience. Thankfully, football is just a game, and Lord willing, we will have plenty more opportunities to run around and play catch, and sometimes kick it. And so as we enter into reflection, it may have been fun going 4 for 4, setting a school record and getting lots of publicity, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. What I'll remember most is just doing my best and having fun with my buddies, and all the support I got from friends, fans, and family. A game like that helps to keep things in perspective. You begin to understand how thin the line is between failure and success. Take pride in your faith instead of earthly achievements, and that's when you will achieve true success. That's all from me. Love you guys. Go out, be great, and proceed boldly.